Today carries a vibration unlike any other, and Virgo, September 12th, is marked as your day of radiance. It is the moment when eyes turn toward you, not because you sought attention, but because the cosmic flow pushes you into visibility. This is why envy arises. Not the shallow envy of malice alone, but the kind born when others see what they wish they had. The discipline, the glow, the sudden elevation that seems to crown you without warning. They will ask why you shine, and the answer is not found in their questioning eyes, but in the gate that opens over your destiny. This day is a threshold, a cosmic gate of elevation. It is the invisible current that draws your hidden seeds into bloom. Many will admire, some will resent, and a few will misunderstand. That is the nature of envy. It mirrors the hunger in others who have not yet walked the silent path you endured. They see the fruit, but do not see the roots. They notice the crown but forget the years of hidden building. This is why the universe whispers a caution to you. Receive the glow, but stay grounded. For promise and threat always walk together. Promise, admiration, breakthrough, honor. Threat, jealousy, comparison, hidden shadows testing your peace. You must understand envy in its deeper meaning. It is not only a reaction of others, it is a mirror to remind you of what has shifted inside you. When your aura expands, when your energy radiates beyond what it once carried, people feel it. Even before your achievements are visible, the field around you changes, and souls unconsciously respond. Some are drawn, some are unsettled, some are stirred to compete. None of this diminishes you. It confirms you. Virgo, today the stage is set not for you to seek validation, but for you to realize what you already embody. This is why it matters to hold your center. The one who knows their light does not need to prove it. The one who has walked the inner road does not need to justify their arrival. And though many will envy, you must not shrink or apologize. You stand as evidence that preparation always finds its hour. What comes next is the unveiling of why envy arrives now, because the silent grind you carried for years is finally ready to be revealed. Virgo, the envy directed toward you today is not born in a vacuum. It emerges because the silent grind you have carried for years is finally visible. You know the long nights, the uncelebrated work, the consistency kept even when no one applauded. You know what it feels like to give your best and be overlooked, to sacrifice while others slept, to hold yourself to a standard few even recognized. The world may have seen only fragments, but the heavens recorded every detail. Now, as the cosmic gate shifts, that hidden history steps into light. Those who watch you now may think your glow appeared suddenly, as if fortune simply smiled. They do not see the weight of discipline that carved your path. They do not understand the times you chose patience when shortcuts tempted you, or the moments you honored integrity even when it cost you comfort. This is the irony of envy. It covets the fruit while ignoring the labor of the roots. Yet it is precisely because you sowed in silence that the bloom is so undeniable now. Spiritual justice always moves in cycles. What is buried must rise, what is ignored must one day be acknowledged. For Virgo, this is the cycle completing. Private pain transforms into public honor. The sacrifices once hidden are now exposed as sacred preparation. Those who underestimated you must face the truth that destiny was never delayed. It was simply building pressure beneath the surface until the appointed hour. September 12th is that hour. The world begins to notice what heaven always saw. This unveiling is not punishment for others, nor is it reward alone for you. It is the balancing of scales. It is the moment when the karmic weight shifts, when the seeds hidden in the soil finally break through into harvest. The envy others feel is evidence that the cycle has turned, that your inner crown now casts its reflection outward. What once was invisible has become undeniable. And so, the story of your hidden journey moves into revelation. What felt like endless preparation now reveals itself as divine timing. The gate has chosen this day to show the outcome of what you endured. Yet to truly understand why admiration rises now, You must look at the cosmic architecture shaping September 12th and see how the stars and numbers weave the pattern of your elevation. The energy of September 12th is not ordinary. It is written in the architecture of the cosmos, woven into the unseen design that turns silence into radiance. What is unfolding for Virgo is more than coincidence. It is the alignment of forces that place you at the center of attention. The reason admiration surrounds you and envy stirs in the hearts of those who watch. This day is charged with a trine energy, the astrological signature of doors opening with ease. It is as if the universe whispers, "The path is clear now," and obstacles that once felt immovable suddenly dissolve. When a trine moves through your field, the flow becomes smoother, possibilities stretch wider, and what was once locked now feels natural. You may notice invitations, recognition, or moments where your work is praised without you asking. Others feel this as sudden luck, but for you, Virgo, it is not luck, it is alignment. It is the gate acknowledging that the season of harvest has begun. Numerology adds its voice, echoing with the vibration of 888. 8 is the number of power, of abundance, of cycles fulfilled. When repeated, it amplifies authority and visible success. 888 is the stamp of elevation, the reason your presence feels magnetic, the reason others cannot help but notice. If you see these numbers on clocks, receipts, or signs, it is not random. It is the signal that your abundance field is active and the universe is mirroring your glow back to you. This is why envy rises today. Not because you have changed overnight, but because your aura has expanded beyond what it once carried. The hidden becomes visible, the private becomes public, and the world reacts. Compliments may come more often, eyes may linger longer, opportunities may surface without effort. You may feel an unusual spotlight, as though the air itself is charged around you. Do not dismiss these signs. They are confirmation that the gate is open and your elevation is recognized. But remember, recognition brings responsibility. The glow you carry is not meant for arrogance, but for service, not for pride, but for purpose. This is the balance Virgo is asked to hold. As the architecture sets the stage, the reasons behind envy become clear. The first is the activation of abundance in your field, the undeniable flow that others cannot ignore. The first reason everyone will envy you today is the activation of abundance flowing through your field. This is not merely the promise of wealth, though it may manifest in financial breakthroughs. It is the vibration of provision itself, the sudden shift from scarcity into flow, the quiet certainty that you are supported. Others feel it when they look at you. They notice that doors open where once there were walls, that opportunities gravitate toward you, that you carry a magnetism they cannot explain. To them, it looks effortless, and envy grows because they cannot see the years of effort hidden beneath your present glow. Abundance appears in subtle signs. Money may arrive from unexpected sources. Compliments may carry new weight. Invitations may increase. Even more powerful is the internal shift. You feel lighter about resources, less anxious, more trusting that what you need will arrive in its time. This inner calm is itself abundance, for wealth is not only measured in numbers, but in the freedom of spirit it brings. To walk in peace is to walk rich, and this is what radiates from you now. Imagine a Virgo who spent years budgeting carefully, saving quietly, giving even when little remained. One morning, an opportunity comes, a promotion, a project, a sudden return of something once lost. It feels as if the universe decided to balance the scales overnight. Others watching will not understand the depth of the preparation. They will see only the breakthrough and feel the sting of comparison. This is the root of envy. The danger for you lies not in their envy, but in your response. Pride whispers that you deserve to flaunt, to prove your worth, to shout the victory. Yet, true abundance does not need to be loud. The test is to remain grounded, to carry gratitude in your chest rather than arrogance on your tongue. Gratitude is the anchor that ensures abundance multiplies. while pride is the leak that lets it drain. Your protocol is simple. Each day, write down 3 things that already reflect abundance in your life. Name them clearly: health, wisdom, relationships, opportunities. Then take one aligned step toward expansion, no matter how small. These acts are not trivial. They tell the gate you are ready for more. Speak this truth over yourself: I open to receive abundance. With this declaration, you seal the first reason for envy, and the path moves toward the second, the radiance of soul alignment that others cannot imitate. The second reason everyone will envy you today is your aura of soul alignment. This is the glow that cannot be faked, the presence that enters a room before your words do. It is not about what you wear or how you present yourself on the surface. It is the harmony between your inner truth and your outer expression. People sense it immediately. They may not know why they are drawn to you, but they feel that you carry balance, authenticity, and a quiet strength that makes imitation impossible. Envy arises here because others see in you what they long for in themselves: the ability to walk with integrity, to live in harmony with purpose, to radiate without effort. Many try to create this glow through performance, through forced confidence, through masks designed to impress. But masks eventually slip, while soul alignment remains steady. Your light does not flicker because it is not borrowed. It is born of years of refinement, of choices made in silence, of inner battles fought and won when no one else was watching. In practical terms, you may notice that people linger around you longer, that conversations seem to gravitate toward your presence. Compliments may focus less on appearance and more on your energy. Words like calm, inspiring, or magnetic may be used. Others may attempt to copy your approach, your style, even your way of speaking, yet their imitation will lack depth. This is because what they are trying to duplicate is not surface. It is essence, and essence cannot be stolen. Picture a Virgo walking into a gathering, not trying to be seen, simply existing in their natural state. Suddenly, eyes follow. Whispers rise. Some admire, some compare, some quietly envy. The Virgo has not changed their behavior. What has changed is the recognition of their alignment. It is the gate placing a spotlight on the harmony they now embody. The danger here is in oversharing. When your aura glows, many will want to know your secrets, to extract your process, to take what they are not yet ready to carry. Protect your energy. Share only with discernment. The protocol is silence and stillness. Speak when led, hold back when uncertain. Remember, not all curiosity is pure. Declare this over yourself: I honor divine timing in my unions and connections. Let this affirmation shield you from unnecessary exposure. With the aura of alignment confirmed, you step into the third reason envy surrounds you: the liberation from old cycles that others have not yet found the courage to break. The third reason everyone will envy you today is your liberation from root cycles. This is the kind of freedom that others crave but often fear: the ability to release what no longer serves and walk unchained into a new chapter. Many remain bound by patterns, repeating the same choices, reliving the same wounds, staying in the same stagnant spaces. But you, Virgo, have reached the point where you cut the cord. That courage to end what is familiar, even when it was painful, is what sets you apart. And it is precisely this freedom that sparks envy, for it confronts others with their own reluctance to change. You may feel this liberation through sudden clarity. Old wounds resurface, not to torment you, but to be released. Dreams may bring up memories. Triggers may arise in unexpected moments. Emotions may feel sharper than usual. These are not setbacks. They are the gate pushing you to shed the last of the chains before elevation solidifies. Each tear, each sigh, each release is proof of your transformation. Picture a Virgo who carried the memory of betrayal for years, holding the pain close like a shadow they could not escape. One night, they decide to write the memory down, to pour the weight onto paper and then burn it safely, watching the smoke rise as a symbol of release. The heaviness lifts, and for the first time in years, their chest feels light. The next day, they walk with a glow others notice immediately. They cannot explain it, but the freedom is undeniable. This is the essence of liberation, the invisible becoming visible through presence. The danger here is the temptation to return to old chains for the sake of others' comfort. People may not celebrate your freedom because your breakthrough exposes their stagnation. They may try to pull you back, to remind you of old versions of yourself, to test your boundaries. Do not bend. Freedom once claimed must be guarded fiercely. Your protocol is to hold firm boundaries. When emotions rise, acknowledge them, then release them with intention, through writing, breathwork, or symbolic acts of letting go. Speak this decree over your life. I am free from past chains. Each repetition strengthens your stance, reminding you that liberation is not a moment but a lifestyle. With abundance activated, with alignment glowing, and with freedom declared, the 3 reasons for envy are complete. What follows now is the living story that proves how a Virgo can rise from overlooked silence into undeniable radiance. There is a story that reveals how envy emerges when destiny finally crowns the one who was overlooked. Imagine a Virgo who spent years in the shadows, disciplined, consistent, yet invisible. Their efforts went unnoticed, their sacrifices unacknowledged. They carried the weight of responsibility while others rested, giving without receiving, sowing into soil that appeared barren. They wondered if anyone saw, if the universe had recorded their struggle. Doubt whispered that perhaps their season would never come. Then the signs began to appear. At first subtle, a sudden shiver on their skin without explanation, a dream too vivid to ignore, the repetition of 11:11 flashing on a clock in the quiet of night. The Virgo woke with a strange certainty, a feeling that something was shifting. The heaviness of their heart lightened, though nothing external had yet changed. It was the gate announcing itself through whispers, testing their awareness before unveiling its fullness. Soon after, recognition arrived. A forgotten talent was praised, a hidden effort was suddenly exposed to the light, an opportunity surfaced without them chasing it. People began to notice. They asked questions. They gave compliments that felt overdue. For the Virgo, it was surreal, as if the world had finally caught up to what the heavens always knew. But with recognition came the glances of envy. Some admired sincerely, while others compared silently. The same ones who once ignored them now studied them, wondering how they carried such glow. The Virgo chose not to shrink. Instead, they anchored themselves in ritual. Lighting a candle, they placed their hand on their chest and whispered, "I release the old and walk in my destiny." In that moment, a peace without reason filled the room. The glow they carried expanded, undeniable, even to those who wished to ignore it. This was the turning point, the invisible becoming visible, the silent becoming celebrated. The moral of this story is simple. Envy does not come to those who remain hidden. It comes to those who rise. If people envy you, it is because your light has finally stepped out of the shadows. That is the proof that the gate has opened. And once this recognition has been sealed, the question becomes, how do you carry this glow wisely? The answer is found in the protocol of alignment, where the law of attraction guides you to transform envy into fuel for elevation. To hold the glow of elevation without letting envy disturb your spirit, you must anchor yourself in the law of attraction as a daily protocol. This is not about forcing outcomes or controlling others' perceptions. It is about aligning your vibration so that envy cannot touch you, so that you remain steady in the flow of your destiny. The formula is clear: clarity, elevated emotion, aligned action, and release. When you practice these steps, envy loses its power because your energy remains untouchable. Clarity begins with naming what you desire. Write your intention in present tense as if it already exists. Say, "I walk in peace," or "I live in abundance now." Do not beg the universe, declare it with certainty. Clarity builds the blueprint that the unseen responds to. Without it, your energy scatters and envy has room to distract. Elevated emotion is the next step. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and summon gratitude for what you already carry. Feel joy, as though the breakthrough has already arrived. Let your chest expand with the certainty that you are supported. Envy feeds on insecurity, but elevated emotion creates a shield, reminding you that no external glance can diminish what you hold inside. Aligned action follows. Take one step that reflects your intention. If your focus is abundance, send the proposal, make the call, or organize your resources. If your focus is peace, clear your space, step outside, or pause before reacting. These small actions prove that your faith is embodied, not just imagined. The gate responds to movement, not just thought. The final step is release. This is where many falter, clinging too tightly, waiting for constant proof. Release means trusting that once the seed is planted, it will sprout in its own time. It is surrender, not apathy. To release is to let the unseen finish the work, while you remain steady in trust. If you wish to ritualize this, write your intention on paper, fold it, and place it under a stone or candle. Whisper it once more, then let it rest. For protection, breathe deeply in cycles of 4, 7, and 8. Bathe with salt to cleanse your aura, or light incense as a shield. These simple acts remind you that your energy is sacred. With this protocol, envy cannot root itself in your field. It becomes only background noise while your destiny continues forward. The next question is how to recognize when alignment has truly taken hold. For the signs of elevation are precise and undeniable. The signs of true elevation are subtle yet powerful. And when you begin to notice them, you will understand that alignment is no longer a hope, but a reality. One of the first confirmations is the sensation of chills or tingles across your body without any clear reason, as if the unseen brushes against your skin to remind you of its presence. Another confirmation is the repetition of numbers: 111 for manifestation, 222 for union and balance, 777 for spiritual fortune. These numbers appear on clocks, receipts, or passing signs, and they are not accidents. They are the universe's way of saying, you are on the path. You may also notice a shift in clarity. Decisions that once weighed heavily on you suddenly feel light and obvious, as though fog has lifted from your mind. Opportunities present themselves without effort, and what once felt blocked now feels fluid. Perhaps most powerful is the arrival of peace without reason. No external event explains it, yet within you there is a calm that feels unshakable. This peace is the clearest marker of alignment, for it cannot be faked or forced. It simply arrives when you are in flow. Still, some may wonder, what if I feel nothing? Do not panic. Silence does not mean absence. Sometimes the signs arrive in dreams within 2 nights, or through conversations with strangers, or through sudden inner nudges. Alignment does not always roar. It often whispers. Trust that the unseen is moving, even when your senses have not yet caught up. To maintain your elevation once it has begun, commit to one simple daily habit. Take a deep breath of awareness, speak a decree aloud, and act with intention. This could be as small as organizing your space, pausing before reacting, or offering gratitude. These small acts keep your energy clear and your glow stable. For the next 48 hours after recognizing your elevation, avoid drama, avoid impulsive spending, and avoid oversharing. Protect your seed as it takes root. The glow you carry is fragile at first, like a flame in the wind, and it deserves your care. Now, anchor yourself with a collective decree. Speak this into existence. I receive my elevation. Write it, declare it, claim it. Each word strengthens the alignment and seals the energy in your field. With this decree alive within you, the path leads naturally to the final chapter, the decree of radiance that crowns your journey on this day of envy and light. You were never meant to remain hidden. The very essence of Virgo is service, refinement, and sacred discipline. But what was once concealed has now been brought into light. This is why envy surrounds you today, not because of luck, but because your radiance can no longer be ignored. September 12th is not simply another day. It is a threshold, a marker in the tapestry of time when the unseen chooses to reveal what has been quietly growing within you. Those who look at you now see the glow of destiny, and while some will admire, others will wrestle with comparison. Yet none of this changes who you are. Your identity is sealed in something higher. You are not envied for surface gains, but for the unshakable aura that only comes from endurance. Every hidden sacrifice, every silent victory, every unseen seed has matured into the presence you carry. This is why you cannot shrink, why you must not apologize for your elevation. To dim yourself for the comfort of others would be to deny the very process that shaped you. Stand tall, Virgo, for you are crowned not by the crowd, but by the cosmos. Now, to finalize this alignment, you must speak the decree that seals your glow. With steady breath and heart open, declare these words aloud. I walk in light, and my radiance cannot be hidden. Let the vibration of this truth sink into your spirit. Let it echo in the unseen. Let it stamp itself on your destiny. This decree is not mere poetry. It is the key that locks envy out and locks elevation in. Do not keep it within you alone. Anchor it in the collective. Write it below, declare it again. I receive my elevation. When many voices echo the same decree, the energy multiplies, forming a chorus that strengthens each individual. This is how your light becomes not only personal, but communal. How your radiance feeds into the grid of destiny shared by others walking through their own gates. The story does not end here. This decree is the ignition, the moment that sets new cycles in motion. The path ahead is open, shimmering with possibility, and the next message may arrive at the very moment you need it most. See yourself now, Virgo, standing on a mountain under the stars, your light shining across the horizon while others watch in awe. The envy of the world becomes the evidence of your destiny fulfilled.